so we can start the session now, and I welcome everyone who is here in person with us. Welcome to the Metta Centre, welcome to the Metta Convention, all those who are online, welcome to you all as well. And of course, we're so grateful to have Chao Khun Keng join us. And despite his illness and being here, we're very grateful always for his time and his Dhamma and teachings. And I really hope everyone makes the most of today, this precious time that we have together, as well as with Chao Khun. And so if you have any questions, you just pop it into the chat box and I'll be able to facilitate that. And also for those who are online, we have some pieces of paper and pen, so you can write your questions that you have for Chao Khun, and I'll facilitate that session as well. But before we start, I first want to now pass over to our MC for this evening, and she is Sophia.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Chao Khun. Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone online. Hi everyone in person as well. Really, like Tina said, so grateful to have this time with Chao Khun today, and so grateful for everyone to join and share your presence and beautiful spirit with us. So before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land that we live and stay and do business and do Metta Centre and learn about Buddhism on which this meeting takes place. I would like to respectfully acknowledge the Dharok people of the land and the lands of the traditional owners of the land that that you're coming from as well. So today we have, as Tina said, an evening with Buddhist master Chao Khun Keng, and it is with Chao Khun Keng himself, who's not feeling very well today, but still showed up, and we're very thankful for that. So a little bit about Chao Khun before we start. Chao Khun Keng, aka Ajahn Keng, is a Singaporean monk from the Thai forest tradition of Ajahn Mun. He was ordained in 1987 under the recommendation of Thanissaro Bhikkhu. Lompo Jiak, the later generation of Lompo Mun's disciples, was also one of his teachers. Ajahn Keng was conferred the title of Chao Khun in 2013 by the King of Thailand. Currently, Chao Khun Keng is the abbot of Seti Forest Monastery in Malaysia and the president of Palai Lai Buddhist, Singapore, and the Wapa Doi Charan Tam at Omkoi, Thailand. So you can learn more about Chao Khun Keng at a link that I will be posting in the Zoom later. So this will be an interactive session. So Chao Khun will give us a dhammatalk first, and then Tina will jump in and facilitate a questions and answers. So if you have any questions, this is a really great opportunity to pop them in the chat, or if you're a person who have pens and papers around, feel free to write them in and ask the questions. So without further ado, over to you, Chao Khun.
Yeah, good evening to all practitioners in the Dharma. And I would like to share things that's happening around us, especially death. Why I want to bring up this subject about death is because everybody at the end of the day, we got to walk through, we got to, the end of our life, we will end with what? Death. So are we prepared? And these are the subject most of the people, they don't like to talk about, right? But for me, I'm more down to earth because as most of the people knew my background, that I was once upon a time very ill and like sentenced to death from the illness. But because of the Dharma practice, and because of the adhitthana, the vow, the wishes that we make, and I'm able to recover gradually and live a new life. Like this year, I have been a Buddhist monk for 37 years this year, right? So after ordaining as a monk, right, and the life change, and because of the protections of restraint because of the precept, because we learn from our elders, right? And we are blessed because we don't betray our elders. We follow what the Buddha's teaching that have been formulated by the Lord Buddha. So we are the later generations, right? Things can change. Remember, things can change externally, but sila, samadhi, panya, we cannot change it. If you want to seek happiness within yourself, you must trust the Buddha's teaching, right? And everybody in this society, we've been through life, right? We've been through life, all this sensory enjoyment. Everybody has been through it, and it's very impermanent, right? Whatever enjoyment we be enjoying, after that, it's just a while, and then you find that the craving disappear because it has been answered, and the new craving comes again in terms of your eye, your ear, your nose, think you're eating something, listening to a song, or chit chat with a friend. So this is the nature of our mind. If we don't practice self-restraint, if we don't practice meditations, then we'll be spending our life like, full of suffering because you'll be always going up by craving. Craving is the manipulating force, and we don't know. It comes so fast, like a lightning, bang, it arises in our mind, and that's it, right? It arises with a thought. Sometimes no thought, but you can perceive, you can feel that you want something, you long for something. Your mind state, this kind of mind state. So a lot of people they are facing this problem, and they don't know what to do, how to handle. That's why the precept is very important, right? The precept is to help you to be mindful of that mind state that is coming out in yourself, right? They call craving, and you got to remind yourself, hey, no, this I'm undertaking the training rules of no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no telling lie, no alcohol, and all these uh, unwholesome action, unskillful actions. And we got to remind ourselves. So the precepts come into action now. And because you are mindful, right? At first, normal practitioner, they are not so sharp. They'll be easily carried away, right? And after they do the so silly thing, then they say, oh, they feel what remorse, they, right? But you don't be guilty. You got to ask, you got to remind yourself that okay, no one is perfect in this world. No one is perfect. Human being make mistake. We are not arahant yet, but we want to train ourselves. We want to purify ourselves through the precept training, right? And this is how we can progress in this spiritual path of the Lord Buddha, right? To purify your own mind through the precept, right? And this is only a fundamental part of it, one part of it. And you incorporate meditations, mental meditations, very, very important, right? We keep talking about metta, kindness. You must be kind to yourself, right? You must be kind to yourself and be loyal to yourself, be truthful to yourself. This is very important, right? All these are the very skillful kind of quality in life we should uphold, uh, and not being Don't give in to those defilements, those craving that will cause a lot of remorse and regret. If we transgress the precept, then we feel bad mentally. So some people might say that in that case, then what for we observe precept? What for you want to make your life miserable? Just be happy and enjoy, right? But how to purify? You can't, because you can see that it is because of our uncontrolled mind, undisciplined mind, that we ourselves has been getting involved with a lot of unnecessary problem. It is all self-created. No one create for us, right? All this stress, all this pain, regret, remorse, they come from where? It's from ourselves, right? So we got to trust the teachings of the Buddha on the precept. For the lay people, the 5 precepts. You want to upgrade the 8 precepts, right? Then you become a samanera, the 10 precept, or Buddhist monk, 227 precept. And this is very important. And from there, you relinquish. The more you practice, the more you experience the kind of calmness, the calmness, the result from the practice, and the kind of happiness, the tranquility state of mind arise in you. That is the reward. That's something that you will find that, oh, it's very good, you know. And bear in mind, don't make comparison. In what way? In meditations. Normally, meditator got one problems. They like to talk to their friends, right? And they like to compare, hey, why he can sit so long, and why he got all this good experience, hey, why this and why that, how come I don't have? Now your mind start to make stories, start to make comparisons. You start to create more stress, because why? You want to be like the other person. Hey, he or she is her own experience because of her own effort, the individual effort that the person put it in, right? But you are different. You are yourself. So you don't compare. You don't make compare that, and the person that say the kind of experience, do you know he has been practicing for maybe 30, 40 years? And he just start to practice, I want to share my problem when I was a new meditator. I have this problem, you know. We go to the monastery and we have a round table sharing, and someone will say that, oh, his meditation is so good, his mind calm down, he can see this, can see that, and we start to admire that person. Okay, and we start to practice, and no one remind us that we can't compare. So we practice, practice. How come I don't see what he see? How come I this? How come I that? And in the end, we got frustrated. We got so frustrated because why? We make comparison, right? It was on the later stage of our life, on the later stage when we start to practice, you bang the wall so many times, bang the wall, bang the wall, bang the wall. You start to flip over books. How come I don't get my result? How come? Listen to this YouTube, that YouTube. A lot of teacher, you listen until your ear also, ringing, and then also you dream like I saw, or the Dharma. But you can't sit. The most important thing, you can't even sit. Because why? Meditation is something that you really got to meditate. You really got to sit and meditate, right? You really got to relinquish all this craving in order to be able to calm your mind down, right? Don't try to be better than the Buddha. I always used to say, Don't try to be better than the Buddha. Huh? If you want to practice the Buddha's teaching, have the faith, the trust that yes, the Buddha has reached a path of Nibbana, the ultimate bliss of happiness beyond, right? We must believe him and just follow. Just follow, right? Just follow. Don't try to be better than the Buddha. Try to, modify. Don't have to have precept. People can meditate without precept. Don't have to, don't need samadhi. Straight away, boom, go wisdom. Just watch the mind. Hey, what are you talking about? Nowadays, people are so impatient. You have so much knowledge, read so much book, so much knowledge, but you can't even calm your mind. You can't even sit for 30 minutes or 1 hour. You can't, right? You sit like want to kill yourself, and then you got to turn, flipping your leg here and there, egg here, egg there. Afterward, a lot of sound. People who don't never meditate, so very important. Mindfulness only not enough. You got to sit, really sit and cultivate your mind, or walk. Do a lot of walking. I love walking, right? Because I have backache. I sit too long, I got backache. I do walking. Do walk many hours. Huh? Walk 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hour. Then down here we can't walk too long. It's so cold. Australia so cold. It's killing me. The weather. 1.5 hour. I quickly run back to my room already. Oh, it's torturing. Yeah? It's unlike Asia weather. So nice. You can walk the whole day. Oh, so nice. So we call it sapaya. Sapaya is what? Sapaya is uh hold on. Conditions. Good condition. The condition of the weather, right? Very important. Food also very important. Food, weather, ahara, the food. Bukkala is what? Association with friends. If you want to practice the Dharma, you got to associate with the right person, right? Don't go and talk to those person who don't practice the Dharma. They will say that you go crazy while you meditate, while you close your eye, you open your eyes, can't see anything, you close your eye, what can you see? A lot of people, they don't understand. So we don't expect them to understand also. It's okay. So long we understand enough. Remember that in meditations, the cultivations of meditation is for yourself. It's for your own welfare and happiness, not other people. Never put your trust in other people. Only you yourself can relieve you of the suffering, not any other body else, nobody else. Right? Don't think that maybe I go and see this teacher, I see that teacher, that they can help me. They can help you, give you some advice, that's all. But at the end of the day, you got to do the walking. You got to sit, really sit down, sit and meditate. Don't try a shortcut. Don't try short. Sit and meditate. Meditate when your opportunity arises in you, right? I know we are all working class people. A lot of people are not free, but whenever you are free, find time to meditate and to cultivate your mind in concentration practice. This is very important, very, very important, right? You got to attain a kind of calmness in your mind. Just barely listening to talk, doing chanting, not enough, not enough. Your mind still like monkey, run all over the place, cannot calm down. You got to sit and meditate. And again, when you meditate, there will be hindrances that will arise. Because the minute you start to sit down, they call agitation, your mind say, I don't have to sit. What for you sit so long, stupid or what? Don't sit lah. And then ding dong, you go to your handphone straight away. So you're spending more time on your handphone than your meditation. That's why I say we need a lot of discipline. Will you know a lot of discipline, a lot of discipline. So sometimes they send message to me. Yeah, Chao, how you never answer me? I say my handphone is not with me. Then you have handphone for what? I say I have handphone. When I want to use it, then I will look at the handphone. Every day looking at the handphone, crazy or what? Nothing better to do or what? You got so much thing to do. You see, discipline. You have to have discipline, right? Have discipline on yourself. Like okay, now we are having a Zoom meeting. It's very beneficial to have a laptop. Last time I don't have. They gave me a laptop because of COVID. We can't go back. People to talk to me. They gave me a laptop. So we must use it wisely. In meditations, in this path, in cultivating of the purity of your mind, it's not easy. Let me tell you. A lot of people thought that it's like kacang putih. You know what it's called kacang putih? Like drinking tea, ordering a McDonald's from a McDonald's shop, a Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, it's not so easy like what you think. You got to put in the effort. Already having the thoughts to meditate. You see, there's a tug of war within yourself. I don't need lah, tomorrow lah, what for so early? Sleep lah, you very tired. You see, the defilement always come and what? Bargain, tell you not to do. When you want to meditate, don't need lah. Do something else. Then you believe, oh yeah, that's more important. You do that. And then you miss your chance in meditation straight away. Straight away. Whatever good thoughts arise, okay, I want to meditate. Pop, straight away go and meditate. First thing in the morning, the minute you wake up, don't care. You wake up, bam, sit straight away, cross your leg and sit. Yeah. Don't have to say, I'm going to wash my face first and this and that. After you wash your face, then you go to the handphone straight away. Yeah. Instead of put meditate, watching your breath, you watch your handphone straight away and then you forget to meditate. You waste all your time. A lot of people got this problem. These are very bad habit. Very bad habit. No good for your mind. It's very poisonous. It's very toxic. So why I talk about all these things a bit windy, but these are the problem we are facing, right? These are the problem every meditator are facing. So we're going to bring up that, oh yeah. Now we talk about death because just 2 days ago, there was this Hector, his name is Hector, in Florida, where they offer a piece of land for me, a monastery there. And this man come to help. And he's very, very helpful man. He died of a heart attack. He's inviting me to go to Guatemala next year. So I was thinking, oh, maybe new place, can go to Guatemala. Now he's dead. You see? So uncertain. And in one Metta, Wanara, my teacher's monastery and Metta Forest Monastery, one of the cook that resident, she's a resident there, she stayed there. Same thing, she died in her kuti. The same day I got 2 messages from United States that Hector passed away, that lady passed away in what Metta. Oh, one in Florida, one in California Valley Center, Metta Forest Monastery. But these people, we know them. So there's an impact. There's an impact that, oh, life is so uncertain. We just met. few months back in the state, and now they're gone, no more. What I'm trying to say is treasure life, treasure your time. Don't live the life of negligence, because the clock never turn back. The clock never turn back. It just move forward. We are getting older every second. Don't waste our time. Practice cultivation of your mind. No one can help us. We got to help ourselves. We keep talking about we want to gain happiness. But what are the conditions to make us happy? Have we fulfilled? This is something very important. Uh, and especially for people uh, who are more elderly, the more we got to meditate. Don't bother so much about external thing anymore. You know, treasure every in and out breath, mindfully, because when this breath stop, everything cease in this human world. And whatever that you got to go, it depends on your mind state, right? If you're a person who always cultivate loving kindness meditations, then no issue. You'll be in a very happy mind state, right? So it's very important. Why we have to? We don't know the person who died at that moment. What was her mind thinking at that moment when she passed away? Right? We don't know. Nobody know. Nobody know. You don't know. I don't know. So it's very profound, very important that we got to instill mindfulness to protect ourselves, to protect our mind. Because our mind state is very monkey, think of this, think of that, worries, craving, a lot of wanting, never end, endless. So how to keep this monkey under control? Poto, mindfulness. Why we say poto? Why we chant the word poto? Poto, the mantra poto. A kind of some people they disagree. Say, what for we make our mind already so much thought? What for we build another thing, a thought of poto? You are wrong. This habitual thinking is without. It's the nature. It's channeled by what? Greed, hatred, delusions. Right? It think by itself. Got no discipline. Now we want to discipline it. That's why we got to bring an object, either anapanasati or poto. We got to repeat the word poto. At first, we don't see the result. You feel the why we poto. But the more we call it practice make perfect. We do poto. Then you find, yeah, the mind very alert, You're aware. There's a word poto. And you're aware. You poto until the poto and the mind become one. Awareness. Then you don't have to poto. Because why? Every thought that comes, it can't drag you. You have this very strong mindfulness foundation in your mind already. Then you don't have to poto. That means you're your mindfulness is very strong in this present moment. If not, most of the people at large, their mind is all over the place, thinking of this, emotion cook up in the mind, a lot of thoughts. One thought moment, so many thinking, so many worry, so much thing just surface up in the mind. In what thought moment? Worrying thing, your own sickness, worrying about other people, worrying about the chores, undone chores. You can see, right? But our mindfulness not strong enough. We can't fence off all these things. It's just mentally drained. Most of the people, they are mentally drained. Even though you look at them, they smile, but inside them, they're all screws up. I use the word sorry, screws up. They are very painful. They can't handle those emotions that has been, building up in them, those tensions, those stress. They don't know how to handle. And they try to read books to find solution. Oh, wishing well for oneself, may be happy, and then they wishing well for one day, and then they forget the other day. They don't do it anymore. You gotta do it every day. Whatever thing we do, we keep trying. At least you try 7 days. 7 days, at least. You keep trying the object for 7 days. For example, uh, loving kindness, meditations, wishing well for oneself, to yourself first, for heaven's sake. For heaven's sake, wish well for yourself first. May I be well and happy. Keep repeating the words until you feel a sense of real, real cheerfulness, real happiness arise in your mind, that your mind really open up. You feel happy. Don't know why. Because why? The power of this talk, the power of mindfulness. Guess what? You see, why people, when they hold on to hatred, right? They hold on to hatred, anger, hatred. They hold on. And they got very angry, frustrated all the time. Sometimes look at them, you got scared. Don't know whether they will scold you or what. You get scared, you look at their face, like, eh, I better don't get. You can feel the vibration of exploding, like a gas tank going to explode. You look at the face, oh, something is wrong. Your inner feeling will tell you, oh, don't get near. That's why the more you meditate, the more sensitive your mind will become. Very sensitive, right? We don't have to read people's mind. You just look at the face, which have an inner feeling, you can tell, you want to walk away as fast as possible. But if you meet someone, you just very cheerful, very happy. You just happy. Don't know why, the kind of thrill in your heart. Just feel happy. Just feel around only. You feel happy. The kind of thrill. That's why meditation is is a kind of knowledge, and that that every human being should practice, because it's really good. You you can have a lot of wealth externally, but if there's no contentment, you will never be happy. But in meditation, you don't have that money, but you can be very happy. Like monk, you see, monk got nothing, no money, no money, take very less food. Your 5 meal, we take only maybe the most 2 meal or 1 meal sometimes. Sometimes no meal. Sometimes we feel ourselves that quite stuffy our body. We go for a 7 day fasting, no eating, you see. And one hairstyle, we don't need shampoo, and one uniform, the Buddha's uniform. You see, we go around the world. Only additional warm clothing because very cold. That's all. You see, why they are so happy? Because no worry. Don't have to worry about the requisite, the food, the lodging, the medicine, the clothing. You just meditate, and you can really prove to yourself that, yeah, the Buddha's teaching is very, very beneficial for mankind. That today there was this young man who came from Melbourne, and to ask me this question. He asked me, is it possible to end suffering? I said, yes, but you got to put in a lot of effort, not reading books, a lot of really, really whack it. You got to do it. There's nothing like reading book and enlightened from reading book. No such thing. During the Buddha's time, when the Buddha give talk, yes, people get enlightened. Because the Buddha, the barami of the Buddha, and during that time, life is more simple, not so complicated than nowadays, like what we are living in this 2023, this era is so complicated. You see, we have all these sophisticated gadget, but we're not happy. I don't know why. We should be very happy. We have the most advanced medical care. We have all the welfare system to look after you, right? And why people are not happy, I don't know why. Because the mind, the craving mind, never have enough. Some more, some more, some more, some more. That's the problem, because we don't meditate. But if you meditate, then you find that it's really a very blessed place. You know, everything is taken care of. You just practice, don't worry. Why I recommend Photo? Because I have stuffy nose. I can't wash my breath. It's all stuck. My nose is full of phlegm. I got the you can't focus on the breath. It's just stuffy. So we got to use photo repetition, right? To control your mind, to keep your mind under control. So when your mind calm down, in concentrations, right? Half hour, 1 hour, or what? How long? It depends. Then you find that, okay, you can do some contemplation. When your mind is really, really calm, you will know that you are really very calm. No past thought, no future thought, just this pure awareness and mentally charged, right? Then you can do the scanning of the body. The scanning of the body is very beneficial. The scanning of the body, uh, like focus on the head, the sensations. Use the sensations of the body to anchor your mind. It's very, very powerful and very, very beneficial, and it can enable oneself to calm the mind down very fast. That means all this thought that has been troubling us can be cleared just like that. The moment you direct your attention to the sensations of the body, start from the head, then you work slowly downwards, your eye, your ear, your nose. When you say the nose, you make sure you feel the sensations of the nose, the feeling, the sensation of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, right? The face, go down to your spinal cord, feel the sensation of the spinal cord. Really feel it, that your spinal cord is sitting and the pelvic bone that is receiving the weight of the spinal cord, and spread it out to your right leg, left leg. Really feel the sensation of the whole body using this directing method. And you find yourself will be very energized, very powerful, both physically and mentally. Because as you are doing this kind of meditations, scanning, any part of the body that is unwell, right? unwell. When I say unwell, that means tensions or you have some injury, you can find that the breath was, they will stall. Like you scan through, there's something that there's a signal that will give, there's a signal there, you know, there's a something stuck, twinging sensation, like painful or heatiness or something, like someone like press into your vein. You can feel it. Then you know that, okay, that part of the body, there's some injury. Now we will come back later. Don't zoom in yet. Don't do that, because why? Your concentration power is not strong enough yet. You go through the whole body first. That is scan. Right? A few round, not one round, a few round. Back to the head. Do it. Repeat the whole. Repeat the whole sequence again. Start from the head, spinal cord, pelvic bone, right leg, right shoulder, upper arm, lower arms, elbows, and you go inside. Why this one? This is this kind of practice tally with what the Buddha teach. Kaya kata sati pavana means mindfulness of your body. Mindfulness of your body. Where we're using this feeling, the body and the feeling, they are together, right? They're together. So it's okay, right? So it's just do scanning. And you do until you know, you will know that, okay, the mind is very clear. It has been very, very synchronized. The whole body and mind has been synchronized, very calm. Then you don't stop, huh? Don't stop. You keep doing, and then when you stop, you just watch it. Just watch. When your mind comes to a complete stop, because why? Too tired. You have been scanning the body. You got to think of it. As such, certain point of your scanning, you find that you can't scan anymore, because why? It's too tired. When it's tired, don't push. Rest. Let yourself rest in the state of non-reaction at all. Just rest. Stand still, right? Then you find at this moment, there won't be thought. Or even there is thought that arise, it doesn't has any impact on your mind at all. It doesn't drag you away like before. Like before, when your mindfulness is not so strong, your concentration is not so profound like now, you'll be dragged away by distraction thoughts, distracting thought. So the more you do it, you are directing your mindfulness toward your body, right? And when your mindfulness becomes very strong, all this thought will lose its influence over the mind. And as such, it just disappeared and quiet down. The mind has gained full control now. You're aware. Okay, this is called samadhi already. You enter samadhi. And you stay in this calm state as long as you can. Just know that you're in this state. Okay? And yes, sometimes there's certain individual will feel drowsiness. Drowsiness, they feel like they want to like this is normal. So when you have this symptom, you know, because the mind know. Right? You're dropping off, pop, straight away, pop. Go back to the body again. Or try to fight. Try to fight this drowsiness. Just watch it. Sometimes you just be patient, bear with it. It's just a while. The drowsiness will disappear, will fade away by itself, because it is under the law of anicca, impermanent. It doesn't stay forever, but you must have this persistent effort in yourself to resist. Dare to resist drowsiness. Challenge the drowsiness. Come, challenge you. You know, that's why we sit long sitting, sometimes very painful, so we challenge the pain. Yeah. We challenge the pain, come, more pain, come. You know, we sit through the pain. And then drowsiness, same thing. Drowsiness, once you overcome the drowsiness, then everything brighten up. Because it's just a mental, it's a mind state. Drowsiness is a kind of mind state that arises in you to tell that you are tired, you should sleep. But if you can go, we call it mind over matter. Because we are training the mind, we don't care so much of the body, right? But a lot of people will say that you're fanatic. Why must you torture yourself? Well, if you want result, you must go to the fullest. You must be crazy, get to be crazy to go to the extreme. Until you know that, hey, this is too extreme. I pull back a bit, just nice. Middle path. Nowadays, the middle path, they still don't even try. They say, they just think about it. Oh no, it's too hard for me. My middle path is this path. Sleeping path, walking. Yeah. People don't push. If you want result, you got to put in more effort. Push to the fullest. Push to, like for me, I always encourage myself. Is this your best? Is this the best that you can give in? No, I can do better. Then you push until oh, it's too painful. Then you back up a bit. Just nice. So that is your middle path. You got to push, but a lot of people don't push. They don't push. You know, that are making sure. Then they say that I'm meditating. Must have group meditation. Then they call it meditating. And you meditate yourself. Nobody see you. You feel that you're not meditating. You must meditate and let people know. No, meditation is for yourself. Is to cultivate your mind, just like taking food. We don't have to ask other people that just not the food I take, am I full or not? What for you? It's silly to ask people, right? Just do it. Just do it. Remember, you have to push. A lot of people, they don't push because they say they listen to a lot of speakers. They say that, this is defilement, one thing. I say, well, if you're pushing something to liberation of yourself, why not? Right? You have to invest your time. You have got to sacrifice something. There's no such thing as reading books, listen to talk, and ping, enlightened already. No. No, you got to do it. Do it.
Chao Khun, take as much time as you need, and when you feel ready and you could restart, please just let me know.
No issue. Go ahead.
Amazing. And thank you so much, despite your illness, to keep going. Like, you're so inspirational. I think some people would have given up, perhaps, or told me they can't go ahead today. But thank you. Okay, so we've got some questions come through. And let's start with the first one. So, Chao Khun, you were talking earlier about the middle path. So the question is everyone's middle path different?
Yes, different.
Well, that was quick. And Venerable Chao Khun, would you also say that perhaps what is considered as our middle path could be different for ourselves in different times and circumstances?
Because everybody temperament is different, your defilement is different, the craving of certain thing is different. So you got to work on your own defilements. Yeah. Like someone they have problem with food. So they say, okay, that's it, no food. Problem with pain, sit longer. Scared of ghosts, go to the cemetery. So we are doing all this countering practice to counter to counter your own fear of the unseen. You know, we talk about cemetery. Cemetery. I think I don't want to go.
Mm.
You know, they scared straight away. The word cemetery, ghosts. Don't know where the hell the ghosts come from. The ghosts never say they are ghosts. Your mind, ghosts, 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 ghosts. Right? And then we make believe the thought that we build up from ourselves. We make believe that the word ghost to be something real, and we hold on to the idea of ghosts. And worse still, with those television shows, with this kind of special effect cinema that they have, all kind of ghosts coming up. And if you log in to see that cinema or the show, you have memory, and the memory will haunt you. And this is how we are haunted. We are always being a slave to the khandhas of ourselves. The khandhas is what? Body, feeling, perceptions, right? And Kai, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, the mind making story, state of mind, and on the consciousness. Yeah? You got to meditate because the mind always makes story. No ghost also become ghost. Worse still, you have another person who say that I think so, finish. Right. Yeah.
Thank you, Chao Khun. The next question may not be a question, it's more of an invitation, I think, for all of us, because that person feels very compassionate for Chao Khun's illness at the moment. So this person asks, should we do Tonglen meditation for Chao Khun?
What is Tonglen?
This is a particularly Tibetan practice, and it's where we take on your suffering because we can clearly see that physical suffering, and then we take that on for ourselves and give back to you something positive like metta, kindness, compassion, good health.
Wishing well, wishing well.
Okay, about pain. So we've got lots of questions about pain. This question starts first with, how do we know when pain in meditation is mental only or a sign of physical illness?
Repeat the question.
Yep. How do we know when pain in meditation is mental only or a sign of physical illness?
It's not a physical illness. Okay. All these are interrelated. Because the body has been compressed for so long, right? And when the body has been compressed in one position for a long time, of course, it will create a kind of tension in that particular muscle, right? And the sensation we call pain. It's just a sensations. Now, as a meditator, when we as a meditator, when we encounter pain, we don't just, run away, or we just tell ourselves, okay, face it, don't run away, face it, right? Face it. It's just your own body, physical sensations. And after the session, you'll be okay. Just face it and just watch it, right? Just watch it and just stay with the breath or put. Don't say, wow, my leg pain now. Don't say that. You will aggravate the pain because your mind feel the pain. But if you just watch it, you can see there's the differences of the awareness, awareing the pain. It's just the bodily sensations. The sensation is quite torturing, but it's bearable. It won't kill you, right? It won't kill you. And Kanti Barami, patience.
Patience. Yeah. So, Chalka, would you say that one way we know if the pain is a mental pain or actually a physical issue is that after we come out of meditation and the pain disappears quite quickly, then we would know for sure that that was not a physical illness, but rather a mental obstacle or pain?
Okay, it can be mind make. Sometimes even though because of memory, because of the kind of phobia, I use the word phobia, that you have been sitting for 4, 5, 6 hours, that kind of physical pain that have been built up. So every time before you sit, there's a phobia that after the pain come, how this is mind make pain. So you got to differentiate. Just remind yourself that it's okay, whether you pain or no pain, just sit.
Very good. The next question, you may have answered bits of it as well. So the question is, how do we deal with pain? So you've already given us some really good tips. So how do we deal with pain?
Sit more.
Go see your doctor.
Someone said here, do you see a doctor?
Yes, you should.
No. No. Meditation, pain, don't see doctor. Doctor will give you Panadol, paracetamol, that's all. Painkiller. What for? Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
I think we're talking about meditation pain in this instance rather than actually a physical illness pain.
It's okay, because the minute you know how to, we haven't go deeper into meditation yet, because I will go deeper if there's an answer. It's a question about how to go. I will, based on how people ask, I will know the level of his meditation, whether he's doing it or just ask for the sake of asking, right? So if a person is really doing it, there are more things to be done. How to deal with the pain, how to separate out, how to separate. You got to separate. Okay, this is your body, your awareness. This is feeling. This is mental formations. I repeat again. This is your mind. You are aware. Second thing, aware of what? You have your body and you have this sensation of pain that is troubling you now. At the same time, you have what? Mental formation that is cooking up in your mind, telling you, stop meditating, don't be crazy. These are King, they're fanatic, they're monk, you're not monk, don't meditate. Normally the mind will gossip in this way. Yeah. I was once upon a time like that. I got so frustrated that how come I always lose to the pain? Why? Got so frustrated. And one day, the kind of courage just arises in me. God damn it, today either you die or I die. Straight to the pain. Yeah. The kind of courage just arises after 6 months, After 6 months, every day I fight, every night, non-stop, every night, whack. Long hours sitting. Yeah, long hours sitting, sit until your backside also burst. Because why? You need to have the assurance that you can do it. and you overcome the pain. The kind of wow, the kind of affirmative, the kind of confidence you build in yourself, the kind of, you see, attainment, it's not attainment, it's a kind of satisfaction that, oh, you can do it. You know, and next time the pain comes, you say, oh, this is grandson pain, not so painful. Yeah, sometimes I got burned, got cut, nothing. I pull my nail just like that. You see, oh, you got no pain. I say, I experienced worse than this.
Oh.
So you see, mind over matter, the minute you can train your mind to withstand something worse than that, worse than an individual, ordinary people can withstand, it's good for you. Because why? When we are sick, physically sick, immobile on the bed, let me tell you, the pain is worse than the meditation. And if you, what happened if, for example, no one is around and you are in this position and the pain cook up on your back? It's very painful. You're not going to cry and yell, but what to do? You got to have the kind of right attitude and look at it. So the training will come in. Your meditation training will help you when we are sick, when we are at our deathbed. You know, all these things will come into to assist us to face the final transitions of this life.
Thank you, Chao Khun. Speaking of illness, the next question is this. What is the cause of illness and disease? Is it karmic? And if you don't mind sharing, can you give more details about how you managed to overcome your illness in the past?
Like I said earlier, I'm a fighter. I don't give in easily. I don't accept defeat as an answer. I will fight until I defeat the other person. Either I die or he die. So that was my attitude towards life. You know, when I do something, I'm very sincere. I'm very sincere, man. Full swing. I will never betray. I rather die than to betray. You must be very loyal. You know, these are the very good kind of quality we should cultivate in ourselves. Nowadays, it's very lacking. All this moral attitude and moral value has been, you know, how to say, people don't really take into matters on this top thing. I don't know why. You know, they are not loyal anymore. They just take, their mind is so flickering that they can be so easily swayed by this craving of the worldly things. Yeah, we can't blame them because they don't meditate. Right? If they don't meditate, we can't blame them. So we say, oh, it's okay. They don't meditate, so it's okay. Not my problem. But it's very pitiful that we are human beings. Every human being possess the ability to purify their own mind. But why they don't do it? But what can we do? We say karma, leave it to them to eat their own karma. Right? We can't go to hell for them. We can't go heaven for them. No, we go ourselves. We cannot say, I come with me. I bring you along. We can't do that. Yeah. Just like what we are experiencing now. Yeah. Only people, those participants who are inside here will know what's happening. The other people, they doesn't know. Same thing. Same thing. To each their own karma. Huh? Oh.
Thank you, Chao Khun. Okay, now let's move on, and there's some questions about the body scan you were talking about. So the first question is, can we start body scan after we wake up from sleep instead of starting from calm meditation?
Sure. Body scan doesn't just sleeping on it. No, you can do it while you are walking, you're sitting, or when you're on the bus, on the ramps towards, traveling. When you're traveling in the bus, or you just you can just do the scanning, and you can go into concentration also. Yeah. When I was a layman, I remember I was doing this body scan on the bus number 7. It's a double decker in Singapore. That time I was working in a Meridian Hotel, and I supposed to be at the hotel by 7 o'clock in the morning. So I take the first bus 5:30 in the morning. I was doing my body scan and my mind going to concentration. I forgot to alight until the bus reached the depot. I was still standing position. Yeah, and the driver come to my bed. Hey, young man, why are you standing here? This is the bus depot. I said, huh? Oh, this is bus depot? Okay. So I take another bus, backtrack again. So you see, what I'm trying to, I want to share is these are things that happen. It can happen. It can happen. Yeah, if you do it correctly, even you're standing, your mind can go into concentration. Standing on board a bus, even in a very bustling city, your mind also can go into concentrations. So it just is something very wonderful kind of things that can happen to oneself if you are practicing sincerely. It just happened like that. You feel so happy, so blissful, so happy. Wow. You know what the Buddha say? Soakato Pakawata Tammo Santitiko Akaliko Ehipasiko O Panaiko Pachatang Veritabo Vinyohiti. It's timeless. No place reframe. Timeless. Any place can happen. This Dharma realization, any place, any time, but you must have mindfulness. And your practice must be sincere. Right?
Very good. Thank you, Chao Khun. And on that about day-to-day practice, someone has asked, during the day and during meditation, when you check into the body, what is the ideal feeling you should be feeling? I'm assuming a lack of tension, sense of relaxation, strength and groundedness, some warmth and lightness.
You cannot make a fixed definition on this issue because it depends on the individual's mind state, first thing. Secondly, on his bodily conditions.
So there's
no. If your mindfulness is strong, you got to be very powerful, let me tell you. Like for example, now you can see I'm like sick. But the minute I go into concentration, after this, I just go in only. Nothing. I'm in another world, another form of feeling that doesn't disturb by this kind of torturing body. Yeah. The mind, when your mind is calm, and the thing will heal by itself.
Amazing. And that's related to another question. In the state of samadhi, that concentration you were talking about, do you still feel pain? Does feeling of pain not arise, or it jumps off, similar to thoughts?
Or when you're in samadhi, you are detached from the pain. Even there's pain, but the pain cannot reach your mind. You won't say that you won't be affected by the pain, but you acknowledge that there's a pain. You perceive that there's a pain, but the pain can't move you at all. This is one thing. Second thing, if your samadhi is deeper, no pain. No pain. But when you withdraw from the samadhi, although very painful. Yes. So so this is the beauty of samadhi, which I encourage everybody to practice. It's very good. It's very good. It's very good. Right? Don't worry that you'll be born in a Brahma world, that you got to wait for so long. Don't worry. It's better to born there than to born like a dog, a cat, animal. If your mind got no samadhi, you'll be like what? Hungry ghost mind. Worrying about this, worrying about that. Your mind will be all over the place. Worrying. You then thinking. So it's good to go to samadhi at the very least. You go to Tawatingsa, you go up there, continue your path up there. There's a big Sala hall up there. Yeah. Oh, you're here, Tina. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Chao Khun. Someone's just clarified the earlier question that they asked was this. I suppose the question I asked was more an inquiry into the signposts of doing bodily scanning right. How does one know that one is dissolving hindrances in the felt sense of the body rather than cultivating? How does one know that one is dissolving hindrances in the felt sense of the body rather than cultivating them? So if there's less hindrances in the body, I think this person's saying, if there's less hindrances of the body, do you think that the body will be feeling those feelings that they said before, more relaxed, more light, more strong, more grounded? Or the body's just the body and it has the feelings that arises, whatever that is.
Oh, okay. This question, right? Now, when your mind still don't understand, when the person is still hungry, right? You need that kind of samadhi, the kind of energy to charge for your mind to refer to as a reference. Because when you meditate, right, and if you are doing correctly, of course your first thing is you feel very energized, very, very powerful. It's just like the vibration is very powerful in your body. When you meditate, because of the power of the focus, right? And of course you feel relaxed. You feel relaxed after that. You feel relaxed, but the most important thing, your mindfulness very sharp. Your mind very, very sharp. Does that answer the question?
I think so. And are you okay to continue, or do you need a break? Do you need a 5 minute to go and then come back?
No. I want to finish it off.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But if you want to finish early, we can too. The next question is this. Ajahn, I've been looking into Ajahn Tanisro's guided body scan meditations based on Ajahn Lee's teachings. I find it difficult starting off focusing on the specific segments bit by bit. Is there a right and wrong way to do the body scan? As you described, can one just move from the top of the body down and back up again in a gross way? Many thanks and wishing you a speedy recovery.
Sure. What Ajahn Lee formulated that one is based on his own practice, right? For the person who asked a question that can he scan from the top of the head down to the leg, right? And the leg up to the head, is it right?
Yes.
No issue. You may do it. No issue. Because it suits the temperament of the individual. You know, at some time maybe there's numbness on the right hand or numbness on left hand. So you work with the left hand first, many rounds. You scan it, you send your thoughts. Think of this part of the body, think until you can really feel it. This one, all this kind of training, you need practice. You just need practice. And once you have mastered it, then it's very easy already.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chao Khun. Bhante, there are twice occasions when I meditate, I can feel circular wave on top of my head. Then my head moves. I know, but I continue to do my meditation. I just ignore it, then focus on my counting or breathing. I just know, then do I continue, right?
Correct. Continue with your counting or chanting. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Someone else has asked, for the 4 foundations of mindfulness, I've heard that mindfulness is developed in the order of body, feeling, mental formation, and dhamma. Is that correct? Or is it possible to have mindfulness of dhamma without the body first?
Actually, all these things are interrelated. You cannot break them. You can't break them. Our body, you have what? Body, you have feeling, right? Your mind, body and mind. Mind, you have what? Mental formations together. The awareness and the mental formation. Correct? These 4 things. Body, feeling. Chitta. Chitta is what? Chitta is your mind. And dhamma. Dhamma, actually, the word dhamma here is classified under the formations, mental formations. So all these things, they are interrelated. You can't break them. You can't break them. But the realization, once you realize, you see that they operate individually. It's your mind who labor. This is feeling, this is body, this is mind, this is mental formation. Why do I say that? It's just a pain. It's just a pain. Pain comes from where? From the body, right? Answer me this question. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now, if there's pain that comes from the body, now who acknowledge that pain? If not your mind. Right? It's your mind. Because you're in the body, you know, oh, there's pain. The mind acknowledge that this is pain. And it make this is pain. Very painful or not painful. That's all. Right?
Thank you. Very good. Speaking of pain, someone has said, following up on someone else's pain question, when do you know to push through pain rather than to rest? Burnout or injury can happen when pushing, and I can't tell the difference.
How many questions, Amni?
So it's one question. When do you know to push through pain rather than rest? Burnout or injury can happen when pushing, and I can't tell the difference.
You should be able, if you can't tell the difference of pain, you must know. When we are meditating, you got to know from the start until the end what's happening. If you don't know, that means you're sleeping. Yeah. That means you're not mindful. You're suppressing in the sitting posture, suppressing using the mind. You just ignore the pain, then you sit on it. that you thought that you're sitting, but actually you are suppressing the pain. I've been through all this stuff of mind state before. I know it's suppressing. You got to withdraw from the suppression part and watch the pain and see how this pain, and you watch, and then you watch until your mindfulness very sharp. The pain and the awareness just separate. Pain, awareness. You feel oh, that's why I must meditate.
Very good. Thank you, Chao Khun. Ajahn, there were times when doing breathing meditation, my body will start to swing on its own. After some time, the body swing comes to a stop and I start to feel my body start to feel extremely cold, as though I am in a refrigerator. Next, I don't feel any more of my leg pain and my mind feels happy. Come next is the awareness of something poking on one of my arm, and I just look at the poking till it stops. I'm unsure if I am doing this correctly. Whatever arises, I just direct my awareness to that and until it ends. Or should I anchor my concentration to just breathing from beginning to end? Issue is the breath becomes very subtle and hard to anchor back.
What you are doing is correct.
Okay, thank you. Good. All right, so keep going, whoever asked this question. Chao Khun, another person has asked, should lay people try to not buy animal milk or eggs or meat?
What's wrong with food?
I think it's maybe related to the precept of not killing.
What's wrong with food?
Like a vegan diet.
This is individual freedom.
Okay. Yep, thank you. Final question for the day. Thank you so much, Chao Khun, for all your wisdom and patience. Last question, which relates to what you were talking about earlier, the monastic life and not having a lot of possessions and still being happy. So this person has asked, what is your opinion on minimalism, specifically minimalist homes? Because I always hear that a clear space is needed to think, but I enjoy having nice things cluttered. It's a very honest reflection to me.
Minimum what?
Minimalism is where we don't have a lot of things, so it's just the absolute essentials that's kept there and very clean. Someone says that they actually like having their house with lots of things and it's cluttered.
Oh, yeah, some people, they love to have a lot of rubbish.
Okay, and on that note, let's stop for today.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Chao Khun, and please get well. And on behalf of Metta Centre and all of those here, I am sure we're going to wish you much good health, long life, and please keep sharing the Dhamma. Chao Khun, one last request. Can you lead us in a chant to dedicate merits to all sentient beings? Thank you.
Oh. Yat thawariwaha pura paripurenti sakarang ewa mewa ito tinang petanang upakapati ichitang paditang tumhang kipamewa samikatu saphe purentu sangkapa chanto panaraso yatha Mani choti raso yatha sapiti yo vivachantu sapharo ko vinasatu Mathe pontra yo sukhi tikha yuko bhava Abhivada nasini sanicchang uttha pacayito Kataro dhamma vadanti ayuvanno sukhang phalang. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu. Thank you.
May all beings without limit, without end, have a share in the merit just now made. and whatever other merit I have made. Those who are dear and kind to me, beginning with my mother and father, whom I have seen or never seen, and others, neutral or hostile, beings established in the cosmos, the three realms, the four modes of birth, with five, one, or four aggregates, wandering on from realms to realms. If they know of my dedications of merit, may they themselves rejoice. And if they do not know, may the heavenly beings inform them. By reason of their rejoicing in my gift of merits, may all beings always live happily, free from animosity. May they attain the serene state, and their radiant hopes be fulfilled. Sadhu.
Thank you
Okay.
again so much, Chao Khun. Have a good rest.
Yeah,
And
good night.
thank you. Good night. Those online, don't leave. I still have some announcements, but we'll let Chao Khun go so he can rest. Thank you.